Hello there, it's Terry here on the channel again. I'm so glad that you are here. For today's card, I am sharing another technique on ways to use the smaller elements in a stamp set. So let's get started. For today's card, I am using the Stampin' Die of the Month for May 2022. And I am only going to use the coffee cup from this stamp set. I just wanted to show you another way on how to use the smaller elements. If you guys didn't catch the first video that I created, I will go ahead and provide a link up above. Okay, so to start off my card, I stamped out some of the coffee cups onto white cardstock. This is a Copic marker friendly cardstock, and I'm also using an alcohol friendly ink. I do plan on using my Copic markers to color these images in. And after I stamped out a few of the coffee cups, I went ahead and used my Copic markers to color in the images. I will go ahead and play some music here and add a time above. Just in case if you're not interested in watching the coloring process, you can go ahead and forward it to that time. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I am back. I kept the coloring pretty simple on these coffee cups. And once I was finished with that, I went ahead and used the coordinating dies and die cut that using my die cutting machine. As you can see, one of the coffee cups didn't die cut correctly, so I went ahead and colored another one off screen. Okay, so for the background, I am going in with white cardstock, and I'm using the new Lawn Fawn stencil. This is, I believe, called Paint Splatters, and it is available in the shop. I will link everything down below if you're interested. So this stencil here is actually intended for paint splatters. So I decided to use it as coffee spills. So going in with some Catherine Pooler inks in brown, I blended that in using my life-changing blender brush from Picket Fence Studios. And I kept it pretty simple here with the blending. So I made sure to create lots of lighter areas and also darker areas. Okay, so I wanted to add a little more texture onto the background. So I went in with one of my brick embossing folder and ran that through my die cutting machine. I like that this gives a bit of texture, but it doesn't do too much. Then going in with my paper trimmer, I'm trimming the card front down to 5 inches by 4 inches. And this is the new We Are Memory Keeper trimmer, and it's fantastic. It's super sharp and I love this lilac color. Okay, so for the sentiment, I grabbed the sentiment from my stash. I don't have a lot of coffee sentiment, so I was glad that I had this one laying around. I went ahead and stamped that onto vellum, just a strip of vellum that I trimmed down. And this vellum here has a pearlescent shimmer to it, so it has a little bit of shine. So I went ahead and stamped that down using my archival ink. I like using this ink because it doesn't smear. Okay, so now that the sentiment is completed, I went ahead and placed it over my coffee spilled background, and I'm folding the side of the vellum back. So what I'm doing here is I'm folding it back because I do plan on using tape and taping the back of that together. Then going in with liquid adhesive, I adhere that onto a top folding card base in black. Okay, so before assembling the card together, I wanted to give the coffee cups a little bit of highlight. So using my white gel pen, I went in and added lines and dots to the coffee cups, just add a little more detail. Now going in with liquid adhesive, I just adhered all of the coffee cups to the card panel. I also went in and added some beautiful sequins from Picket Fence Studios. Again, I will link all of the supplies that I used down below in the description. And that's pretty much it. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and I hope it sparked up some interest for you to go dig up in your craft supply and look at all the smaller elements in your stamp set and try to create with it. Okay, until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.